Good morning, YouTube. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I have a different lighting setup because I'm at home, so I tried to find the best possible lighting situation. But basically this video is going to be my first look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And as you can see, my eye is tearing up over here, so just ignore that. But let's just jump into this. So I already have my face done. Let's just run through real quick what I used my face. So I cleansed my face, of course, and then I primed using my Nivea Men's Sensitive Skin Post-Shave Balm. I used that more as my moisturizer. Then I went in with my Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Acne Treatment, focusing that in my T-zone where I get most oily. The foundation I used is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Rich Honey, which I am loving. Really liking this. Haven't used it in a while. I proceeded to highlight under the eyes using the L'Oreal True Match powder in N7 Classic Tan. That's what I have under the eyes and in the center of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, chin area to add a highlight without using concealer. I then set the rest of my face using the L'Oreal True Match powder in C7 Nut Brown. I contoured using my Black Radiance Rich Mahogany powder. Highlighted using my favorite from Black Radiance, Ginger Snail, to get a little bit of a glow going. And then a blush is also from Black Radiance, Toasted Almond. So that's what I used on the face, my usual favorites. And before we continue on, I'm going to take some of this C7 Nut Brown and blend out a couple things that I'm seeing. The mirror is just so far away. Yeah, this situation is not ideal where I'm at, but we're gonna make it work. All right, so I have to be somewhere in 40 minutes, which is plenty of time because I already know exactly what I'm wearing. But this is what the palette looks like when you take it out of the box. It's very pretty. It has texture to it, little peaches. Super pretty. Love. And it smells like peach as well. This is what the inside looks like. Oh gosh. I'm trying to cover up the mirror. Those are the colors. You can see really pretty. So this is what we're going to use today. It smells really good. Okay. So I'm wearing an orange shirt and white pants. And then tonight, oh yeah, that makes things hard. And then tonight, I'll be wearing red and white. Okay. So we're going to do a fairly neutral look with this today. So I'm going to start with, oh my gosh, if I keep closing this thing with my fingers. I'm going to start with Super Yum, which is right here, this shade right here. And we're going to put that in the crease. This palette doesn't come with a brush, so that's one not cool thing about it. But my favorite palettes of all time, which are the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, they do come with a brush. I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush that I always use in my crease and apply Super Yum to the crease. Wow, it smells so good. But yeah, this will be a relatively quick look. We're just applying this Super Yum to the crease, define that crease. Get a transition color going. As you can see, I'm using windshield wiper motions to get right in my crease. This is a super pretty color. Love, love, love. Probably will be one of my favorites for the crease. I feel like the smell of this, like, is just like calming. It smells like peaches. It smells very sweet. It's just like a nice, like, calming smell. I don't know. I just feel relaxed using this palette. But I'm really building up this crease color because, like I said, I'm doing a fairly simple look. Really building it up and kind of shaping the eye and winging it out. Alright, so using this same brush, I'm going to take the color Oh, Super Yum is also matte, by the way. So I'm going to take the color Nectar, which is right here, and it's a light shimmery color. Taking just a very little bit. Oh wow, that's very pigmented. I'm not going to use that to highlight the brow bone. So I placed it with the brush. I'm using my finger to blend it out. It's very powerful, as you can see. And this color is called Nectar. So now that we have a very strong brow bone highlight going, I'm going to wipe off that nectar that's left over. Oh, my mom is calling me. Yes, Mom?
Yeah, what time you gonna get here?
I'm going to be there at 8:30 when they asked me to be there.
Okay.
All right.
All right, see you then.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I have to be at church by 8:30 a.m. It's 7:56. We're almost done. Like, I got this. I know exactly what I'm wearing. I don't need to bring anything. Like, I just got to show up, you know? All right. So now I'm going back in with Super Yum, the color that we put in our crease, just to blend out that brow bone highlight a little bit. I have an alarm set to tell me when to stop. Okay, so that's how we're looking. So right now, oh, it smells so good. Getting distracted. All right, so now we're gonna take a smaller brush and take Super Yum on the bottom lash line because you guys know that's one of my favorite things to do is put my crease color on the bottom lash line, and we're gonna do the same thing today. So my first look using this palette won't be super exciting or really show you what the palette is capable of because I have to change outfits completely today. I have to wear two completely different outfits with two completely different color schemes. So my makeup needs to be more neutral. Which goes to show that this palette can be like an everyday palette or you can do really colorful looks with it as well. So I'll just look at it that way. Because you guys know that I do like to do colorful looks and more exciting looks than my typical neutral look that I normally do on the daily. We're going to a probate tonight, so gotta Show my SAI pride. You heard me. Alright, so my eyes are watering, of course. Now we're going to go into the lid. I'm going to use this brush, flat top brush from Coastal Scents. That's cracked, broken, old, but it works great. And we are going to use the shade, wow, there's some really pretty lid shades in here. We're just going to use the shade Caramelized, which is right here. It's a beautiful shimmery brown, kind of a coppery brown. No, a bronzy brown. There we go, bronzy brown. That's more true to color. And it's called, what is this called? I just read it. Caramelized. We're going to apply that to the lid. So far the shadows are really easy to blend. I don't really see too much fallout. I think I'm only getting fallout with the shadow just because of the kind of brush I'm using, which is supposed to be for like concealer, not eyeshadow. So just apply this all over your lid. I can't really see how shimmery and pretty it is, but also very neutral. We're gonna keep it simple today. Oh, it starts at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh, there's my alarm. One of my many alarms. Okay. So applying this to the lid of the other eye. And this would probably go a lot faster if you applied it wet, like sprayed it with some setting spray or something. Or you can just dampened it with a little bit of water. Man, this lighting is terrible. I tried, y'all. I'm telling you, it's really a super neutral look with a bronzy color on the lid and then a reddish brown color in the crease, my usual. But so far, I really do like this palette. I'm already thinking of other eyeshadow look ideas. That's also, like I was saying earlier, a good thing that you can get super neutral looks like what I'm doing now, or you can get more colorful looks. My eye is tearing up really bad over here. I'm just making sure that this is all over my eyelid. And then we're going to go on with a couple more shadows. Alright, so now that we have that applied all over our lid, we have our crease color. It's time to define the eyes even more with a deeper color. And I'm going to go into the color Charmed, I'm Sure, which is a beautiful cool tone matte brown shade. All the way over here. It looks kind of gray on camera, but it's a matte brown shade. I'm just gonna, ooh, this smells so good, y'all. I'm like getting distracted. I'm gonna place this like right in the crease, so not to cover up our transition color, but just to deepen things up a little bit. On the outer V area, you see, just slightly define the eyes a little bit more. Well, oh, I thought that was like an orange color. I was like, I should have used that, but I can't. I got excited. Alright. So you can still see that original crease color slash transition shade peeking out above this deeper brown called Charmed, I'm Sure. Which is what I want. I'm also putting that like on the outer part of my eye. Like so. All right. So lastly, I'm just going to go in with caramelized again, just a little bit more because I feel like I covered up some of the lid color. Just going to brush a little bit more of that on the lid area. I'm not going to do any eyeliner. Like I said, we're keeping it fairly simple. Just to make sure that it wasn't covered up completely. Now it's time to highlight our inner corner. And I'm going to use the shade Luscious, which is a beautiful, I don't even know how to describe this, this shimmery shade right here. And my brush is a little bit damp because I just wiped it off on my makeup eraser. So I'm going to apply that right in the tear duct. Boom, I'm awake, even though I don't really feel too awake. Actually, I do feel awake. But at the same time, I feel like my body's like deceiving me, and it's just like excitement for the ladies' day, like energy and excitement for the ladies' day. Like I'm not really this energized as I'm feeling. And that coffee was really, really good that I had. I had some chocolate coffee. Dunkin' Donuts chocolate coffee in the Keurig this morning. It's good. I feel like there's caffeine in this palette, like the smell, because I'm like getting energized. It smells so good. I'm glad I got it. Okay, so that's basically it for eyeshadow. I'm loving how bright this is. I feel like it really has my eyes really, really open. Yeah, there's some really pretty colors in here. So I'm thinking that I'm going to take Luscious, the color that I just put on the inner tear duct. I'm going to take my finger and put some of that on the center of my lid. Yes, just a little bit. You see that? Just to kind of brighten that up a little bit. Almost gives a little bit of a halo effect. I'm pressing it on. And this brightens up the eyes a little bit more. All right. Trying to think if I'm going to add anything else to the bottom lash line. So those are the eyes. And I am officially done with this beautiful palette. Gorgeous. The colors in here are gorgeous. Can't wait to use the green. Alright, so that's my first look with that. All I'm going to do is add mascara and lips. I know I wanted a nude lip, so I bought a whole bunch of nude lip colors. I'm putting the palette back in the box. Put it back in the box. Just going to put it up here. Put some stuff away, even though I'm kind of in a rush. Of course, for mascara, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Perversion. But I don't think I'm going to do that on camera. I actually think I'm going to do it when I get there. Because my alarm's about to go off for 8:08, which means get dressed and get in your car. Get in my car. So, if you don't know that reference, it's funny. Okay, so for lips, I think I'm going to go with, I have a whole bag of lip stuff. Milani Teddy Bear, which is a nice nude. I'm wearing bright orange, so I didn't want anything to clash with the orange. And then I want to wear regular lipstick because I'm changing my lipstick later to red for the probate. And then I'm going to top it off with some of this Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie in Birthday Babe. And this was my gift from Ulta last year for my birthday. December, I should say. And this kind of tingles. It has a little bit of a, I think it's supposed to have like a plumping effect, which I don't really need. I just like the way it feels because it tingles. It also has kind of like a pinkish orange tint to it, which I thought would be pretty since I'm wearing a bright orange top. So those are the lips, and like I said, all I'm gonna do is add my Urban Decay Perversion mascara, but I'm gonna stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. My eyes watering, y'all can see it. Hope you guys enjoyed this first look using the palette. I really like it so far. The shadows are really pretty. They're actually not showing as vibrant on video as they are like in real life. So of course, if you want to see more pictures and stuff, check me out on my Snapchat especially. I may post a picture to Instagram today depending on how everything turns out. I still have to do my hair, get dressed, and hop in my car. So again, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Bye, YouTube.